guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nadia and this is a channel dedicated to hobbies and everything that I found of inspiration that I found useful. I want to share it with you guys. So today's video dedicated to fashion world, and particularly I want to discuss about the athleisure style, which is more recent. It has many ingredients from the past, some additions, some trends of the present. So if this topic is of your interest, then keep on watching. Now, I don't remember exactly where I first heard this name, but it truly describes how the 99% of the young generation and also of the elderly generation is dressing in the last 2-3 years. Who would expect that, in this craziness pandemic times that, occurred in basically 2020, and, we took it in 2021 also, but it's like finishing. But it remains with us the style of athleisure, meaning, athletic and leisure united, in order to feel us, to make us feel more comfortable, to enjoy a little bit more of the freedom of movement, a freedom of style, of expressing ourselves. So altogether, it's a great style that, helps us to feel ourselves youthful and, joyful. And so I decided to share with you, the characteristics of this style, of this trend actually. It's new in fashion, but new as a terminology, because as, ingredients and how it is, wear today, it's not something that is extremely new. So, hoodies, nightwear, sweatshirts, bike shirts, and sneakers, fashionable sneakers, we saw them on the runways and street styles in the last couple of years, and they're still here in trend today. Now, since the 2020 became, the trend of, athleisure, so combining something that is classical with something that is of leisure, so of relaxed, atmosphere, it sounds fancy and it sounds trending, and altogether we all embraced in a manner or other. So we are wearing this trend every day. Basically, it's all about wearing the sports and the casual items in a fashionable manner. A hoodie with classical pants and chunky labeled sneakers, for example, or a pair of high heels, but again, fashionable. So, or sports shorts with a classical blazer, or a romantic dress with sneakers and a baseball hat. A tag suit with sneakers and a classical coat, and so on and so on. So the idea of feeling comfortable but on point and easygoing at the same time, no matter where. So staying at home, going for grocery, a walk across the street for a coffee with friends, but also wearing a business attire while smart working from home during the lockdown, or just working from home. As I already mentioned, we saw this style before. It was named sport chic. Now it became like more athleisure and street style, but with a new wave of social feelings. We got a new name, which makes us feel a little bit, better possibly. And so we enjoyed, a new collection of, hoodies and sports items, mixing with some classical and more on-point items in order to create a casual look that is about leisure. So feeling comfortable, but feeling also, pleasant and on point. Now, we can see this trend and on influencers, particularly Kim Kardashian, who also launched her collection schemes embracing this trend, but also on models who are off-duty. Particularly we saw like Bella Hadid and Hailey Bieber and many other wearing this kind of athleisure style. So you can see on Pinterest many of such examples. We saw it on runways collection, particularly for the fall 2020, so was the last collection. Now we are in 2021, but Louis Vuitton, Iceberg, Marni particularly launched that kind of trend, and it is still with us today. Today we can buy sneakers from almost any fashion brand, okay, we want, from Dior to Prada to Chanel, etc. To the classical, also sports brands like Nike, Adidas, New Balance, Puma, who have created and launched and are launching all the time like new models and new collections that are very, you know, attractive, very sparkling. Some of them like the combination of different even textures, you know, like a bit of leather, a bit of I don't know, crystals, a bit of something else. So something that is very attractive for comfortability of walking, because I saw it in New York many years ago when I had my first trip. It was like 2004, if I remember correctly, and I saw it already that in United States it was a trend on the go, like right there. But you know, just usual sneakers that, you know, people, and you know, from young people to elderly, they were walking on the streets on this, you know, comfortable shoes, going to the office or coming from the office, and you can see that in their bags they were holding, you know, a pair of maybe pumps or on a high heel. So this was a trend that was, you know, understandable to become a fashionable trend and for a long run, because it is about the comfortability of walking. And in our days, when we need to be very fast to, you know, go from one place to another, be, you know, all the time active, you know, it was quite clear that it would become like a fashion trend, that all the brands around the world, from the high labels, you know, Chanel, Prada, etc., would create fashionable sneakers and, you know, comfortable, really comfortable to walk in and feel stylish and feel classy, you know. Of course, these ones combined with other items, garments from, you know, the wardrobe that are more or less classical. So that depends on our level of comfortability and personal style, because, you know, there are people that are, you know, used to dress always like, for example, like suit pants and maybe here a white shirt, you know, but paired with a you know, combined with a pair of quite cool sneakers that would immediately upgrade your entire look, you know. And when you place near a fashionable bag or something that, you know, is very classy, and, you know, or maybe a classical bag that is, you know, a Celine, for example, or I don't know, a Chanel or a Dior, you know, there are some particular bags that are here to stay, that are, you know, fashion icons, I could say, you know, there are design objects in the world of industrial design and in you know, in interior design, you know, items, that objects of art that were created maybe in the last century and they are still, you know, on trend today. Those are named design objects. Well, in fashion there are also some particular designs that have created history. So they were on trend like 10 years ago, they are on trend today, and they're still on trend, you know, for the next generations, because these are, you know, particular design filmed by a particular hand, and, you know, just timeless. They become timeless. By the way, if you want me to do a video dedicated to bags that have particular history, maybe even I could do, you know what, I could do a selection of the bags from every fashion, you know, every important fashion brand that have a particular history behind it. Such as I do, for example, for the dresses. I already made some videos, and I will let the link below of the dresses that were that have their own history. For example, the history of the little black dress, the history of Le Smoking by Yves Saint Laurent, you know, and other, you know, where I tell a little bit the story behind the scene, how it was created. how it was, you know, what it is about it so special. So I think this kind of videos are informative, and it's always, you know, getting you to know better and understand a little bit more about a particular brand or a particular model. So yeah, that was all. Enjoy the athleisure style. I'm wearing it right now because it's quite comfortable, you know, and it's believe me, every one of us has it in our closets. We just need to pick up the correct items. I will share it also in the info box below, some of the also of the photos that, you know, recalling this style, so you can have a better understanding of it. In the meantime, take care of yourselves, you know, stay in health, so we can see each other on the next videos. And if you enjoy my company, please subscribe to my channel, and because I enjoy, you know, having more friends and having more conversations to do with. Thank you again, and see you in my next video. Bye, ciao.